city that knows the proper way to smash a guitar, yeah, it is this city of rock and roll. Man, in the footsteps of Hendrix, Cobain, and so many others. Another one has been shattered to pieces before kickoff here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland. Today, a good scrap in the AFC North between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Leading the Bengals, there's Zach Taylor, already in his 7th season in charge here as he tries to return Cincinnati to the playoffs and a Super Bowl. And on the other side, the first Browns head coach brought to reach year 6 of his tenure since the mid-'80s, Kevin Stefanski. Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And here we go at Huntington Bank Field. As this at the 6. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. And they're brought out by the rookie who was the talk of the NFL draft, Brock. First-round hype, but didn't go until the 5th round. It's Shadeur Sanders.
I think we're all excited to see just how early they cut him loose and let him start taking off with it as a runner. He's a quarterback for the modern NFL game. Part of why they're confident in starting week 1 as a rookie is the dimension he brings to their offense.
They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
The Browns, first down.
Let's see, Case. Establish a run, cash in on the opening drive, and play from in front. That's the dream scenario to any contest, and runs like that gets the ball rolling.
Let's go now. Check, hurt. 70 Timber Wolf. Check up.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He sits down inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Panther Street, Panther Street, Panther 60, Panther.
Going to the ground again on first. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Hot 70, hot 70. Hurt. Ready.
Here's Jerome Ford for the first time this game. It's away from one. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. 12 yards on that play and a good call, and that's on the first.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Cowboy 80. Let's go.
From the gun, Jenkins. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
That's good for a Browns. First down.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
First and goal, Jenkins. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
Just everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
80. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. Well, the pass interference might have prevented the touchdown there, but it gives this offense the yards and a great chance to punch it in anyway.
Check smash, check smash. 79. Ready, right?
Judkins. Will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
So aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Got it. Ready?
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. 70 Simple. Dragon 60. Buffalo 18. Trap 60. Trap 60. Let's go.
Play action. Sanders. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. The coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is
to win it. From the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to score a touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. All right, so nice little drive they put together there in their first series of the season, partner, and the year begins on a high note with a touchdown.
Yeah, they'll be able to begin the season on a high note with a win. Well, they put more drives like that together, they sure will, but I don't know. I got that Pete Carroll just still bouncing in my brain. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. You can't start much better than that.
This is Andre Schmidt to try the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Browns take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1.
Bengals nothing.
The Browns have it on the team, and they will kick it away here. He fields it from the 8. That's a good look on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. And at the helm, won his 2nd Comeback Player of the Year award last year with a career-best season. Now in year 6 here in the NFL, it's Joe Burrow.
Dude, I really think this is one of those moments where every starting quarterback in the opener, right? Week 1, all has a sense of gratitude. All has a smile on their face. You're one of 32 guys on the planet that get to start an NFL season, and you want to make the most of that chance.
First get of the game here to Chase Brown. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Secured by Brandon Cooks. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Here we go.
First down carry for Brown. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's another Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Gun. Shot. Let it.
Burrow on first down. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Quarterback of his renown, kid, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it in the double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
From the 40, here comes 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Shot.
Burrow from the gun. This is hauled in by T. Higgins. He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
That's another Bengals first down. A 28-yard gain. And a Bengal first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
11, Thomas.
Into the line for another 1st and 10. From the gun, it gives to Brown. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Get that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Burrow out of the shotgun. Caught just shy of the goal line. He's got the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals finish off their opening drive. T. Higgins, the touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep. Certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ. I'm going to guess so until that defense proves they can stop us.
That one right down the middle. And the Bengals tie it up as he nails his first try of the season. So we've got a tie ball game now. They send this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Second drive coming up for this Cleveland offense. They're 1 for 1 so far to begin the new NFL season. Touchdown on their opening drive. Let's see if they have 2 for 2 in them. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
60 Vikings, 60.
Here's Shudkins to begin the drive. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. And we haven't even hit the break yet, but already we're looking at this likely becoming a 100-yard game for him in the very near future. And expect more to follow after that.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
Cougar 19.
It's Sanders out of the pistol. Headed out right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. 2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Go play action for Sanders. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered kid on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Pass to 60. Pass to 60.
No throw. 3rd and long. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
The Browns looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes their southpaw, Corey Bojorquez, to handle it. I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback. The Bengals all set to go for their 2nd drive. And they are really starting the season off with a banger of a contest here, Brock. A chance to measure up against a division rival, and this win could be an important one to have in hand in just a few months. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
4-yard gain. They're out to the 24.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Burrow back to throw. Looking slant route, complete. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Brown on the inside give. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
At the 32-yard line.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
It's just set.
Burrow setting the throw. Finds him over the middle. And this one doesn't go far. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Here we go. Big 13.
Very long for him here. Hits him on the quick hitter. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be first down, Bengals. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Burrow now on first down. Gets it to his man, Mike Gesicki. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Browns' 48-yard line.
We're through one quarter of this opening weekend of football. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They'll have 2nd down as they look to continue this good drive. Again, it's Burrow. This one's caught. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Here we go. 180. 180.
To the air again, it's Burrow. Catch made by Chase Brown. He dodged the tackle. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper. Shredding the slopes, or dude shredding a defense just like that.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go. 180.
Working inside the red zone. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
You get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical.
And he's in for the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Going after up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals break that tie and now lead by 7.
Round 7.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff.
For Cincinnati.
Return coming from the 6. Making some progress here. He showed some nice burst on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40. The Browns and this running back headed back out for a new series. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession.
Ready?
Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10.
Get up! Hawk 70! Hawk 70! Let go!
From the pistol, here's Jenkins. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Juwan Finley makes the play. And the Bengals will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Well, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick 6, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
And he's able to get this down to the 13. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
2nd and 7.
Here we go, here we go.
13-yard line.
Now Burrow. That's going to be caught by Cooks. He's not going to score, but they're just a yard away now as this sets up 1st and goal.
And the Bengals first down. First and goal, Cincinnati.
Brown. Can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals parlay the interception into points. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
McPherson at the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bengals double their lead to 14.
Round 7.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. Things going well so far. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Browns returning their offense and this running back to the field. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther 60. Let's go.
Not deterred by that pick. He's thrown again. That's complete. David Njoku. Down the left sideline he goes. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns make it a one-score game in the 1st half. David Njoku, the touchdown. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
And the point after is good by Schmidt. And the Browns cut the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Browns 14.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. His return starts at the 5. He's stopped on the run back to the 27. Here come the Bengals to take over once again. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
And in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. The left side, caught by Higgins. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41.
It's a gain of
Big
14
gain, 14 on the play.
That's good.
And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Cincinnati.
And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. On pace. Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
One play action here. Burrow. This finds Cooks complete. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. 1st and 10 from the 41.
Here we go.
Gain of 12.
Stop.
And the Bengals.
No toss. This is Brown. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Not through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
Gosh, how frustrating that must be, not just for him, but really the entire offense and the coaches, to see that kind of effort, to break a tackle on a run, and it still ends in a loss.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Burrow from the gun. Burrow's caught. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 5 men in the secondary for the Browns. 3rd down.
Gun. Stop. Ready.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. Finds him on a slant. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense.
Roughing the passer. Defense.
So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. Never a good time to rock the passer, Brock. But 3rd down, that hurts even more. Gives him the first. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Stop.
Here's Brown again. Brown continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7.
Hey, can. 180. Right up. 180.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. Got his target, it's Higgins. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter, but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
And on 4th down, out comes the Bengals field goal team and Evan McPherson.
drive to take some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. This makes it up to the 25. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. Well, Brock, it only took them 1 play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Ready! 60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
To the air, Sanders. Bails out of the pocket quick. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Going again here, Sanders. It's another first down mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked up by Hill.
Obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
The Bengals and Joe Burrow all set to take over. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Like the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Here we go.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. Sending the tight end in motion left. So through a flurry of points, we have hit the 2-minute warning. And it's the Bengals lined up with a 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, Burrow. Setting up the running back screen. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
That's the defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And it was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Short, it's Burrow. Into traffic, complete. We got the football clock, but not the first. That stop just shy of the marker, 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
McPherson's kick is good, and that pushes the lead up to 13.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff.
The kickoff for Cincinnati.
To return to Rome Ford. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Browns and quarterback Shadeur Sanders ready to get back to work. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
18 Cardinals. 18 Cardinals. You're not. 70 Lions. Hey, smash Broncos. Ready, ready.
Hand off now to Judkins. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive. Browns fighting the clock down, trying to hurry back to that line.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Lions.
Here's Judkins on 2nd down. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Browns moving quickly here.
It's a gain of 8. That's good. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Trap alert.
Another game to Judkins. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts.
guys that love to feed themselves on the field. Right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Saber's going to throw here on first. He brings it in. And they bring him down around the 34. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Fall forward, and I think you've got this first down, Brock. It's second and inches.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. Left side, and Tillman has it. And they take him down right along the 30. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
Browns, first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So this is Andre Schmidt to attempt this Browns field goal. From the left hash, this is from 47. Schmidt connects, and that makes things a little closer. It's now a 10-point game. So a two-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen.
Our trip around the NFL starts now, and it starts with a good one in the AFC West. All right, Kate, thanks very much. Today is the day, the debut of our new halftime show. Buckle up, everyone. I think you're going to like it. And it's the rookie, Omarion Hampton. He's got the rock, he's got some room, he's got speed. 39 yards for the touchdown. From there, why don't we go to South Philly, look in on the Eagles as they're hosting the Dallas Cowboys. And it's the tight end, Jake Ferguson. He's going to find an opening down the field and pull this one in. 58 yards for the score. The Cowboys come out on top, and Brian Schottenheimer has his first W as the head coach of Big D. Lastly, let's go down to the Big Easy, the New Orleans Saints hosting the Arizona Cardinals. And it's the big man, James Conner. He's looking for an opening, gonna find it, a 17-yard touchdown on the ground. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
See if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Samaje Perine on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Out come the Bengals. It's their ball first, leaving the locker room. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. First down, Burrow to throw. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Just a yard left to go on second down. Burrow out of the shotgun. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
That is a DB's best trait, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here we go, here we go. Right, 80.
31, Burrow. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all his. Turning a modest pass, far more than a modest gain.
Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
1 second, it's Brown. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Bengals first down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
They've got first down from the 31.
Here we go. Right, Eddie.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Here's Burrow. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6.
Gun. Stop. Hey, can.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. Builds up this one up to his running back, complete. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
That's another Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
11
All set now. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Shotgun handoff to P-Ron. And he made a bid for it. It's a good gain. It's stopped down at the 3. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Down the bootleg. Blitz is there, and he goes down. The sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
Vince, even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11.
It's just set. Can.
3rd and long for him here. That's going to be caught by Cooks. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility, get outside the pocket, and find that open man.
Burrow trying on 4th down. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Let's go.
Judkins up the middle. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
And truth, Kate, I felt like he was lucky to get what he got right there. The pressure from this defense to go get that safety, it was on. And that same pressure, well, they're not going to back down here on second down as well.
Bronco 80. Ready.
Another one for Junkins. And he's going to get this one to about the 22 before they take him down. That play good for 17 on a first down.
Haven't been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate. I don't know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing. Run right at them and go make a point.
Ready up.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Down. Liking 18. Ready.
Play action, Sanders. He's got Njoku on the sideline, cut. And he's going to be escorted out right along that 35-yard line. A big completion for the rookie out of Colorado. It gets his guys a first.
At the 35-yard line.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. 7 Pirates. 2nd pot. Mustang 19. Bronco switch. Bronco switch.
Working out of the gun, Sanders. With trouble now, and the ball is out. And they scoop it up. Time to push the line. And from where that fumble came from, zero chance they were going to turn a profit on that play, right? But at least they did get it back.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down the distance.
So they keep the football, but now they face 2nd and long.
Hey, check that. Street. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready.
A give left side, Junkins. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still brought not enough to avoid 3rd down. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
He had it for a moment, but a quick defensive play to Charles loose, incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. That force, that contact separated man from ball.
And a big hit on the return to stop it cold. Now here comes the Bengals on offense. They took their shot on 4th and goal, came away empty-handed, so a lot to like, Brock, but just need to find a way to punch it in this time. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Brown to start the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Throw from the gun. Gets his running back. He'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. Got a lock behind this one. Downfield it goes. Oh, they were trying to cook, but it's intercepted. Grant Tilkin in to pick it up. And the Browns will take over as he reports his first interception of our season.
Intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10.
Oh, Coach, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 16. Trying to work quickly now.
David Njoku. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the Bengals 16-yard line.
Now with Sanders. He loses the football. Now the Bengals have it. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line.
This is exactly what you want out of your defense. If they're not going to secure the ball on offense, and they're going to give you a shot at it, push that ball loose and get a body on it for the recovery.
The Bengals and Joe Burrow all set to take over. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free.
Here we go. Back. Bronco leading.
Shotgun hands off here for Junkins. They're able to grind into a halt after a pickup of 4. You get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way.
That run now has put them in such a great spot, Kate. You get a run like that inside the first and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
Hey. Go, Rig. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. I go.
It's Junkins again. And he's stonewalled by this front right at the 3. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Good point, good point. And he gets in, touchdown! The Browns pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score, don't let it go to 4th and goal, and he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on 3rd and goal.
And this is Schmidt for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns cut it to a field goal game.
Browns 24.
Raleigh set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. On the return, this is P-Ron. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Cincinnati offense headed out now. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they can really use some more points on this drive. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go. Right in it. Down.
This drive will begin with a run by Brown. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
1st down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. They'll run again with Brown. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
The tackle made by Devin Bush. A loss of 2 yards. And it's third down.
On 2.
We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. The Bengals with it. They've got the lead, but this game is close. Third down, they need 7.
Here we go.
Chase coming in motion right.
180.
On third down, here's Burrow. Completed over the middle. And they don't get much out of this pass. He's hauled down a little shy of that first. It's fourth down now.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Fourth down, Bengals calling on Ryan Rico for the punt. And this is going to be his first punt of the new season. He's got it at the 24. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Browns back out on offense. They're running back headed out once again. And he just keeps on catching passes here in the second half. It seems like we're going to remember his work there from this game more than what he's done from the backfield. They've got first down from the 31.
Here we go. 19 Tiger. Cougar 19. Check. Hurt. Ready.
From the gun, Jenkins. He will be stopped after just about a yard. Second and 9 coming up.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Drop 60.
We'll go play action for Sanders. Big strike downfield to Judy. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that gives the Browns a first.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
60 Vikings. 7 Pirates.
On first down, here's Sanders. Flushed out of the pocket. Throw came out wrong as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10.
Hawk 70. No, Reed. Go. Ready.
Jenkins running between the tackles. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for Cleveland. First down.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Get it. 70 Timberwolves.
To the air on first down. Sanders. Malachi Corley reels it in. He's out
sound like a...
Zach Taylor decisive. He's got the challenge flag out there.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Previous play is under review.
So what we're all looking for here, did he secure the catch and maintain it while also getting both feet down?
Yeah, this is why it's a perfect look. This is why teams scout body control and field awareness for these pass catchers. For moments like this, he did not have much margin for error, and it happens oh so fast.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field
Well,
stands.
that didn't break out how they thought it would, and they're going to lose the first of their 3 timeouts for their trouble.
Okay, ready?
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Let's go. Liking 18. Let's go.
Give. Here's Judkins. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
Gain of 15 yards.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards
Goal
afterwards.
to go.
Ready?
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal.
Rocco. Ready, ready, go.
From the red zone on 1st. For right center, caught by Njoku. He's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Vikings, 19 Tigers, 19 Tigers. Hurt. Ready, ready.
Now Judkins. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. He gets 2 on that run. That brings up 3rd and goal.
2-yard pickup.
Now we get to a very interesting call on 3rd down. Kind of a crescendo to this drive. Can the defense rise up knowing there is no margin for error? Just a single yard to go.
Hey, check that. Street. Ready?
Go to him again. And punches this one in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns take a 4th quarter lead. Now a try to go up by 4. Put it out of the range of a field goal. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns take a 4-point lead.
Makes the score Browns 31. Bengals 27.
The Browns have it on the team, and they will kick it away here. As this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Out comes the offense for the Bengals. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Here we go. White 80. White.
Burrow to the air now. Into traffic, complete. He's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it.
12 yards.
It's a gain of 12 there.
That's good.
And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
1st down.
Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
11 MT.
Quick on the draw here. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
On 1, ready?
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. White in.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Finds Higgins for another grab. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Move the chain! Gotta move this chain! Build momentum. Keep that defense defense on its heels.
At the 50-yard line.
On 2.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing is Burrow. Catch made. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
There's no negatives ever on the grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Burrow on the play action. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It would be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Third short, it's Burrow. This connects with Higgins. And they get this down to the 28. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Another Bengals 1st down. A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Bengals.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They send the tight end in motion. To the air again, it's Burrow. Quick slant, here's Gesicki. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Here we go. 180.
Sticking in the air, it's Burrow. Set up the screen to Chase. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
So critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. Working inside the red zone. Completed to his running back. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Only need the smallest little bit of yardage here. It is 2nd and inches. The throw again. It's Burrow. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Pretty important PAT here, Brock, to make it a field goal game. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bengals push their lead to 3.
34. Browns 31.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff.
For Cincinnati.
This return starts at the 5. He's brought down just inside the 25. The Browns and this running back headed back out for a new series. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this 4th quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set, and it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Lion. Ready, ready.
start to drive him all the way up past the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 11, and that gives the Browns a first.
That's good for a Browns.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
19 Lions.
With the gun, here's Sanders. That's complete to Tillman at right. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Hawk 70, Hawk, Cougar 19. Go.
Back to throw. And that's knocked away. The linebacker got him in the middle of the field, incomplete. Trying to get it to Harold Fanning Jr. with that one. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Ready? Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready?
Here he is to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Temple quickly follows that catch, and this one reaches the 23.
That's another Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
79 Broncos. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
He'll look to throw it. He's got it near the 8. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minutes. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves him in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have won. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Now a crucial point after to stretch the lead beyond a field goal. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now.
Bengals 34.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Bengals and T. Higgins back in possession here. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series.
Here we go.
Setting up to pass. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Final timeout taken by the Bengals. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Burrow from the gun. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner. And throws like that, I'm going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, it's when one pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Ball start. Offside.
One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Needing 9 now on this 3rd down thanks to that false start penalty. Looking to throw it. Finds him over the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle the line.
First down. First and 10.
And he's going to spike it here. 13 seconds left. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Here we go. Can. Stop.
The play fake. Burrow. Throw left side, and Gesicki has it. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out and gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him. You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
First and 10. Ball set up at the 48. Here he goes. One final shot. That's completed right side. He hangs on nicely through that hit. Nothing added to the catch, but they're down to the 28. So the Browns come away with the win. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season. With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Browns. As with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.